Hello everyone, this is Sayyid Shoaib from Dr. Ved Prakash Patil Pharmacy College, Aurangabad. Today I am going to discuss about the tablet manufacturing methods. On successful completion of this, the learners will understand general introduction of tablets, methods of manufacturing tablets, granulation and importance of granulation, difference between the steps of various tablet manufacturing methods. Tablets are solid, flat or biconvex dishes, unit dosage form prepared by compressing a drug or mixture of drugs with or without diluents. They vary in shape and differ greatly in size and weight depending on amount of medicinal substances and the intended mode of administration. It is the most popular of all dosage form. So, in common way, in all dosage form, commonly we are using tablet as a main dosage form. Now, before switching over the actual topic, let me ask you one question. What are different methods of tablet manufacturing that you know? Pause the video and write your answers in the comment box. There are generally three methods for manufacturing of tablet. The very first method, direct compression, second, dry granulation, and third, wet granulation methods. By these three methods, the tablets are being generally manufactured. The very first method includes direct compression. As the name itself indicates direct compression, it means that there is no any other steps involved before or compression, which includes weighing, screening, that is passing the ingredients, weighed ingredients through the sieve, mixing of these passed ingredients, and finally compressing these ingredients into the tablet. This is one of the most simplest methods of manufacturing tablet. It's also generally the tablet property should be such that it should be directly compressible. The ingredients that we are using, that should be of the nature that they are directly compressible. Now before switching for next method, let me ask you one question. What is the importance of granulation in tablet manufacturing? Pause the video and write your answers in the comment box. Granulation is nothing but the process of forming the grains or larger particles or granules from the fine powder or fine particle. The method is called as a granulation. It increases the bulk density, it improves the flow property, it reduces the dustiness, it improves the material dispersion, that is uniform material dispersion, it improves the porosity, and the tablet manufactured by granulation method has less weight variation. This is the importance of granulation in the manufacturing of the tablet, either by dry granulation, either by wet granulation. In both the steps, we are forming the granules, that is converting the small or fine particle into the granules, and these are the importance of granulation. Now first we will discuss about the dry granulation method. As the name itself indicates, dry granulation, it means there is no any use of solvent, water or any organic solvent during the manufacturing or during the granulation. That's why the name dry. No any use of solvent. It includes weighing of the ingredients. Second step, screening, that is passing these ingredients through sieve. Mixing of these ingredients. The fourth most important step, that is converting these ingredients into the larger tablet. That is first step of compression, that is compressing into the slug larger tablet. Second, next step was milling, that is passing through the sieve, then again mixing, and finally compressing into a tablet of the desired size. Here we are using two compression, the compression into the larger tablet, that is slug. That's why the method is also called as slugging. Dry granulation is also called as a slugging. And finally, we are getting the conversion into the compression into the final desired size tablet. Next method involves wet granulation. That is, as the name itself indicates, wet, it means that we are using water here or any other solvent for the process of granulation. The step includes weighing of the ingredients, then passing these ingredients through suitable sieve, mixing these ingredients, then wet massing, that is converting these ingredients into the wet mass, that is also called as a damp coherent mass, that is wet massing. Then again passing this wet mass through the sieve, that is milling, then drying of these sieved material, then again passing this material through sieve, then mixing, and finally compressing into the tablet. These are the steps involved in weight granulation method. The most important point that we have to consider is nothing but the weight massing. The amount of liquid or binder solution that you are adding, it should be monitored closely. If the granules is having large amount of fluid or the binding material or binding solution, then you will not get the granules of the desired strength. Or if it is not getting proper weight, again we are not getting the granules of proper desirability. That's why this is the most important step, that is wet massing. In industrial scale, we are using the torque measuring devices. As the step comes of the damp coherent mass, it is showing you the reading, and we are getting that the damp coherent mass is formed. So these are the various methods, that is direct compression, dry granulation and wet granulation, by which the tablets are generally manufactured. Now in this diagrammatic representation, we will see what are the difference in the methods of the what is the difference in the steps of the various tablet manufacturing methods. Here are the three methods that we have seen, that is dry granulation, wet granulation and direct compression. You know that the green dotted line will show you the dry granulation, the blue dotted line will show you the wet granulation, then the light blue line will show the direct compression, and the orange line will show the common processing step. Now first we have seen about the direct compression method. In that what we are doing, simply we have ingredients, we have wet the ingredients, we have passed through the sieve, we have mixed them, and finally compressing into the tablet. Here you can see the proper direct compression method, that is indicated with this dotted line, that is nothing but the directly the weighing ingredients, mixing and finally compressing into the tablet. Now you see the dry granulation method. In case of the dry granulation, we are weighing the ingredients, then we are passing this ingredient through sieve and converting first into the larger tablet. Here you can see that after mixing, proper mixing, with the help of the roller compactor, we are converting into this slug, that is larger tablet, and again milling these ingredients. Again what we are doing, we are milling these ingredients and finally pressing into the tablet. That is nothing but the dry granulation method. The third method, that is nothing but the wet granulation method. Here we are adding the liquid mass, that is the binder solution. You can see that, and after that additional step of drying is there, that is whatever the wet mass is there or wet granules are there, we have to dry it properly, and finally we are converging into the tablet. These are the common steps, common processing steps that are common in three methods, and the various differences between these three methods of the tablet manufacturing. These are the methods, that is dry granulation, wet granulation, and how the ingredients are mixed, how these are passed through the proper sieve and mill with the help of the various granulator or the mixture, and finally compressing into the tablet. After going to the tablet press, again it can go for coating if coating is desired, and the various evaluation parameter has been performed to the tablet. So this was the overall about the tablet manufacturing methods. Thank you.